Hi everyone, my name is Shai Berkenblit and I'm a product manager in the product management team of SAP Business One. I'm going to show how to expose a SQL view into the service layer. This is a new feature that will be released in version 10.0 patch level 2. So let's start by going into the SQL server and we are going to take a look at a view we already created. Only views with the suffix b1sl query can be exposed into the service layer. Our view will return some basic information about our business partners, the code, the name, the type of the business partner, and the balance. Here we see the result. We have 24 records. Let's see how we use this view in the service layer. Let's open Postman and log into the service layer as a manager. Only a manager can expose or unexpose a view to the service layer. After we are logged in, we're going to try and run our service without exposing it and see what happens. We will get an error message saying that this view does not exist or is not exposed. So let's expose this view. This is done by sending an expose request with the view name as a parameter. If the call is successful, then no errors are returned. And we can see no errors returned. After the view is exposed, we'll try to call it again through the service layer. And we can see the data is returned successfully. We have a paging mechanism that is set to return 20 records each time we make a call. To get the next page, we can use the skip parameter and add it to our URL. Let's try it and send another request with the skip property. And as expected, we got the remaining records. We have some cool features on top of the view. For example, we can use filtering on it. In this example, I will filter only business partners of type customer. All these features are documented within the service layer help, and I encourage you to take a look. Another important feature is that we provide the full metadata of all the exposed views on the service layer. The service layer is supporting the OData protocol, and retrieving metadata information is part of that. So we can see here the service name and all the properties that are returned by it. Currently, I'm logged in as a manager, and a manager can do anything in the system. Let's see what happens when I log in as a simple user. Let's try. I'm logging in, and after the login is successful, I'm going to try and run the exposed view. I expect this call to fail because I didn't grant the permissions for this user to use the exposed view. We can see no permission error is returned. So let's go into Business One Client and grant the permission for this user to use this view. We are looking at the authorizations of the user under Service Layer SQL View, Microsoft SQL. We see the view, we grant the full authorizations. Let's update the system and try again. Let's go back to the Postman. We'll try the exact same call. And now we can see that after we granted the authorization, the simple user I'm logged in with can use this view. The last thing I'm going to show is how to unexpose a view. We make the unexpose call, and we can see that it failed because I'm still logged in as a simple user, And to be able to do this operation, I need to be a manager. So let's log in as a manager and try again to unexpose the view we exposed in this example. This is the exact same call, and we can see it is successful. I want to make sure this view is not exposed anymore, so I will try to call it again, and we can see the result. An error message is returned saying this view does not exist or is not exposed. Let's take a look at the authorization form. I'm going to close it and reopen it so the data is refreshed. And what we expect to see is that the exposed view is no longer part of the authorization tree, so I do not see it there. And this is exactly what happened. So in this video we learned how to expose SQL views into the service layer. It will be in version 10.0, patch level 2, and I hope you will enjoy the feature and that you enjoy this video.